Here's the plan. We're going to use a random number generator to decide the price of every room. So like, for example, we get like 4,000 simoleons. Okay, living room, we have to build a box and then furnish it for under 4,000 simoleons. Bedroom, bathroom, each room individually, one at a time, and then slowly but surely, we will hopefully have an entire house. But the thing is, when you use a random number generator like this, you kind of end up with not ideal choices. Like, for example, when I did this last time, we spun for the price of the entire house, like for the entire house's budget, and I got 1,800 simoleons. I don't have high hopes here. I might make the max 10,000 simoleons, and then the min we can make like 100. Oh, not 200, 100, right? Because then you'll at least be able to afford like one wall, you know? Or maybe we can make it 200 so you could afford 2 walls, right? I think that's reason. Okay. And then we just go for it. Like, oh, I need to move a sim in first. Hang on. We'll need to have a sim for a budget. I don't know. I don't want to have 1K as the minimum because I feel like that might make more sense. But I also sort of would rather us struggle a lot if we have to have an empty room. Let's just spin. This will be the living room. Entryway, living entry, something. I don't know. 2,336 simoleons for the entire living room / it could just be the entryway. Okay, I'm actually kind of nervous now. 2,336. Also, I don't know how to build houses room by room. Like, I don't know how to do this. Oh, it's so expensive. Ah. Oh no. Does this count? Maybe the front porch can be part of the exterior. We could like spin for the whole exterior and the front porch will be part of the exterior. So let's just do like an entry room. I think that's fine. I don't know what door to use. I don't know what style we're going for. I feel like if we went with seasons, we could afford like windows for the rest of the house pretty easily. I think I wouldn't regret that. I'm scared. Oh, it's gonna be expensive. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna make it kind of interesting. Oh. All right, that's gonna, once I have like other rooms, it'll look better, I promise. Were these doors 50 simoleons before? Did they tune the price of them? I guess it was just a couple updates ago, but you know what? We're going for small. I might regret this, but I feel like the smaller we make it, the better. I hate to say it, but I think it's true. Oh God. We're out of money. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this one's better. That one's cheaper. Okay. I didn't think this through. We have to afford like wallpaper and stuff too on this budget? You think we're like made of money or something? Because we're not. Oh no. Can I make it even smaller? I think it might have to be. Cheaper door? I like this door. It's okay. Small is good. Small is good. I like this. I'm pleased with it. I think it's a nice touch. And then we need a light. I can't even afford like a ceiling light. I feel like I've made a really big mistake. Like I feel like I did this to myself. We have 2 simoleons left. That's fine. That's the entryway. We did it. It's fine. As for the next room, this will be the living room. So 7,844 is good. We can work with that because we can afford like a TV with that, which is what we need. we need a TV. Okay, 7840. Ooh, 44. Okay, that's expensive. I don't know if that's good or not. When in doubt, make it. Oh, it needs to be bigger because we need to put the TV somewhere. It could go like on this wall, couch there, TV there, random hallway space. Maybe we can put a desk in the bump out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, let's do it. We need a light. We need to put windows too. I don't know where we're gonna put the next room. Maybe it could go back. Like the kitchen could be like the next room and the dining room could go there. And we could try to fit a bathroom in somewhere. Cause like, let me just hear me out. We could, this is a theory. There could be like a bathroom there. There could be like, I don't know, the kitchen and dining could be somehow split up like in this space. So I don't know what we'll do. We'll figure it out. It's gonna be a disaster. I think I'll put an archway there for the next room. Or maybe there. And the desk could go in the corner. That'll work. I don't like this. I'm feeling nervous. I feel so stressed about like how much I can spend. I feel like it's a good idea to maybe try to have, I don't know, the most, is that good? Oh, I actually kind of like that. We could stick it like that. I want to have like the most expensive stuff possible, not like couches, but if I could upgrade the computer, I would. Or like have a nice TV, I'd prioritize that because I feel like that matters more. Let's go. This is gonna turn into a blue Suburban. That was not my intention, by the way. I didn't set out to do this. I swear I didn't set out to do this. It's just happening. This wasn't my original plan, I swear. Why does this always happen? Like, honestly, the white curtains are nice. Why does the lighting look so weird? It looks ugly from the outside, too. What about a bookcase? That's probably useful. Bookshelves are good. Maybe like we need to put wallpaper. We don't have any wallpaper. Maybe even just like that's ugly. What if we did like, no. No, I don't know about that one either. Okay. You think the beige looks good? Okay, what about a big plant like this one? I always use this. This looks like every house I've ever built in The Sims. We're really going back to the basics here. We run out of money and then we just go back to the basics. I want paintings on the wall, but they're all so expensive. expensive. That's kind of an expensive plant, but I feel like it might be worth the money. And then we could afford a lamp. Oh God. How much does the cork board cost? Is it like 100? No, it's only 70. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, that's a decent room. It could be better, could be worse. It's fine. All right, let's do the next room. The kitchen or the dining room? Well, we'll do kitchen. 4,000 simoleons for the kitchen. Okay, that's fine. 4,571 for the kitchen. Money, 4,571. I think we can afford to have a whole kitchen. We kind of have to like have sort of closed off floor plans in here. I know it's not like the most ideal situation, but it kind of just is the way that it is. When you're building a house, like a room by room challenge, you kind of have to close it off. So we'll do this. Oh, maybe we can make it ugly. Do you guys like it? I'm gonna keep it. We'll put the archway like right here, but I'll leave it not there so that you guys don't get confused about the lighting, because I know the lighting is confusing. So I won't put it now. It is absolutely horrendous, and I really like that about it. Okay, that's probably too many counters. I don't think I can afford that many counters. Although maybe we can. I guess we'll see. I don't know where the windows should go because I don't know where I'm gonna put, oh, that looks bad. Hang on, let's raise those up. Oh, it's not centered. That's so frustrating. Oh my God, that's so frustrating. Okay, that's actually really ugly. So there could just be like 2 upper cabinets for all I care. It could just look like that. We don't really have much money. Maybe we could have like, oh, watch this, fruit bowl. Wow. And then what I'm thinking, I don't have the money to do it yet, obviously, but I think I'll make a bathroom like that, and then maybe we'll have a dining room kind of like there is like ideally what will happen. I just don't know if we'll have the money to afford that. Oh, how about a microwave? That's useful. We need a trash can as well, and that's a fully functional kitchen. We could also put like maybe a kitchen table in here. Honestly, it's probably for the best if we do that, because what if we don't have any money and then your Sims don't have a dining room? Like, what if the dining room is worth like 5 simoleons and we can't afford a table? Maybe it's for the best if we do it with at least something to eat at in the kitchen. Okay, so if this is gonna be the back of the house, should we put like another window there? Why does that make it look so weird and dark in here? And then there could be like a plant in the corner. And then of course, you guys, we're gonna have like the archways and stuff. This one is very much dependent on how much money we have for the next rooms. Cause like, I think it's gonna look like this. I think. Emphasis on I think it's gonna look like this. I just don't know how much money we're going to have. So we'll have to sort of play it by ear. But then we'll have a bathroom and the dining room, right? We still have like 500 simoleons. I could buy some wall decorations. People keep suggesting a back door, but I think we could have that out of the dining room instead. I don't know if there's space in here for that. I mean, the dining room's gonna be like that. So I guess we could do something like that. But it just seems like so many archways and stuff. I guess maybe the bathroom door could be off the dining room. So the bathroom could go like that. And then the bathroom door could be in the dining room. But what if we don't have enough money to put it there? What if we don't spend enough money in the dining room to have a door? That's what I just worry about these things. I want to get some paintings, but I don't like any of them. Maybe we could just do 3 of these. This room is so ugly. We could stick this, like I could alt place this by the stove. That would be nice. That's fine. I think that's fine. This house is really ugly. Don't worry, it's got like the fire alarm and stuff, and we trash can covered all the bases. 125. Oh, actually that's nice. I don't know, I guess we'll make sure we've got a kid's bedroom then. I still have extra money. 50 simoleons left. Not enough simoleons for I'm just gonna leave it. All right, let's spin for the bathroom next. Watch this one be the most money. We get like exactly 10,000 simoleons. All right, we got 2,000 simoleons for the bathroom. I think that's reasonable though, because we have to buy walls. I don't know, we were gonna, oh, sorry. Forgot to change my money. It's 2,108. We don't have to buy that many walls, so that helps. I think we'll be fine. I also could move the door if I wanted to. Should I continue the same tile? I kind of feel very inclined to continue with the same tile. It's a nice trend. I quite enjoy it, and I wish to keep it. We get like a giant window in the bathroom. I won't do that. We won't spend all our money, or we won't waste all the wall space on a window, but it's so ugly. I love it. It's funny because the chat is like completely polar opposite. You're either like absolutely yes or absolutely no. It looks ugly on purpose. All right, we need to make sure we have like the best bathroom possible with like all the fixings, because I don't know if we'll be able to afford another bathroom. Maybe even a a toddler potty, because then we can make sure the kid can pee if we have a toddler. I don't even know if we're gonna have a toddler, but you know, just in case. Why are all the base game ones so expensive? I'll use the cats and dogs ones. I don't know. It looks really nice. We got 14 simoleons. I don't even think you can buy anything. Yeah, you can't buy anything with 14 simoleons. If I have 39, what can you buy with that? Why are the toothbrushes 35? I was hoping I could get like one of the towels on the wall, but the towels on the wall are too expensive. I'll just keep my expensive mirror. Next room, dining room. I'm kind of scared. We've gotten really, oh, see, I was gonna say we've gotten really lucky so far, but 1612 to be exact. We can afford a table and chairs with that. That's fine. That's fine. It could be worse, okay? We could have gotten like 6. 1612. That's fine. And we'll reuse like that flooring. We'll get this. I'll give in. I'm glad I had the back door beforehand. Fine. You were right and I was wrong. That might need to be smaller. I guess we'll see. I would like it to be as big as possible, but we might need to make it smaller. So we can always expand it if we have more money. I'd like the chairs to be kind of nice too. Like, for example, I really like these chairs. I think they are absolutely beautiful. I just don't know if we can afford. I think having it be this like four-seater, small one. This is good. Oh, we could get a square rug too. How much? This one's 190. Are there any good colors on it? There's like that yellow one. That's super weird. We shouldn't do that. Oh, I like the green. That's pretty and colorful. The house isn't though. That one is nice. Wait, honestly, we might have done something there. That's kind of nice. We can't afford anything else, but like, that's a fully functional dining room. I'd like to have something on this wall, but we can't, so it's okay. Honestly, the house itself, like, is kind of a decent floor plan too. Like, I think it's a pretty realistic floor plan. Okay, now is where it gets concerning because, like, I'm worried about trying to do a floor plan just, like, from boxes. We'll do a bathroom, like, right here, right? Master bedroom. Be kind of like that, and then if possible, or even just a bedroom, we could put another bedroom here and then like another bedroom like that. That makes sense. We're aiming for a 3-bedroom 1-bathroom upstairs. And maybe one of the bedrooms could be like an office or something if we wanted to. Let's spin for the upstairs bathroom. Yeah, 2936 is pretty good. We could afford some like nice bathroom stuff. All right, that we can work with. Watch, listen, we haven't gotten anything super cheap yet. We're gonna end up with like a 5 simoleon room. Just you wait. I didn't set the money. Oh, I didn't change the money. Oh, I'm stupid. We have to start over. I didn't change the money. I was close though. It was just about the right price. 29.36. Okay. We have 70 less simoleons, guys. Let's try that again. I don't know where to put the sink. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what sink to use. Maybe this one. Oh, actually, that's pretty nice. We have so much money left over still. Honestly, can I afford the really expensive shower? I can afford this one. Seems like really out of place in here, but we can keep it. And then I could have like some toilet paper. We could have like maybe a plant in the corner. Can we afford like oh no, these things are too expensive. Like the medicine cabinets are out of our price. Let's lower this down. Let's get a cheaper one of these and we could decorate more. Because then we could actually afford a medicine cabinet and stuff. 240? This game's a scam. Someone needs to retune the price of everything in The Sims 4. I think the curtain could be a fun idea. Because we have like a blue that sort of matches well, it's not quite the same color. Oh, maybe it could be white instead. I like the idea of there being a curtain in there. I don't know. There's not like a good spot for a rug in here. We really have so much money. Maybe I could get a better toilet. How much money are we gonna spend? 580 on that toilet? Okay. Maybe get a better mirror too. I don't know which one. Like, really, what is a better mirror to you? Like, what does that mean? They're all the same. I got 3 simoleons left, so I think we kind of did it. That'll stay. Okay. Let's spin for the hallway. Just you wait. This is gonna be the most expensive room in the whole house. Okay, it's not. I was gonna say we get 10,000 simoleons just for the hallway. Imagine. I don't know how big to make it. Like that big? Yeah, that's right. Okay. And then we'll do, yeah. Okay. We can cut the rooms that way. Maybe I'll move this window over one so that I could like have this same window in the same place upstairs. Maybe we could do 2 of them even. If I'm feeling special. It's gonna look dumb from down. Wait, oh, we didn't have any money left over in that room to do it, so I can't anyway. Never mind. I was gonna say we could put one in that room, but we didn't have any money in the downstairs hallway, so we can't. Sad. We do need one of those. And then let's do the doors too, because then we know we can have doors. We'll spend the door budget will be coming out of this room. We could probably get a desk in here. Maybe not with anything on it, but like at least a desk. you know? But then the kids could do their homework up here. This house isn't that bad. We've gotten pretty lucky somehow. I wasn't expecting us to get lucky like at all with this, but I kind of think we have. I feel like I'm gonna say that and then our luck's gonna totally run out like next spin that we do. Why is that so expensive? Why are baby shoes so expensive? That's easy. That's really easy. All right, let's do the bedroom next. Yes? Maybe the parents' bedroom? Oh no. Oh, like I said, luck's kind of run out. I don't even know if I can afford all the walls with this. I wanted this. Oh no. Oh, I didn't set the money yet. Okay, money 784. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this can't be the parents' bedroom. Never mind. Parents' bedroom's gonna go somewhere else where we have more walls. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh wait, it was supposed to be like this big, wasn't it? So close. Oh, it's right there. I don't know what to do. Do you know what? If we do it like this, wait, the room is just under construction is all. They're in the process of renovating this room, so they haven't furnished it yet. Can we afford like, okay, no flooring. Oh, we can afford wallpaper. Okay, no, do you know what? Let's make it functional, because with debug, testing cheats on bv.show hidden objects. All right, there's like that eco lifestyle bed. Hear me out, it's 25 simoleons. Look at us. That's all they get. There's no lights. They haven't painted the walls yet. It's under construction. It's a work in progress. I don't know if we can afford anything else. Maybe we could afford like 2 floor pieces in there. Fingers crossed for not more bad luck, please. This is the next kids' room. 3,484. Do you know what? These parents are pretty selfless, and I respect that. This is not bad. This is good money. We can work with that. We do our best. We do our best. Okay, this is fine. I was thinking we could pick like the classic, like this stuff. Maybe this could be like the teens room. Let's make it like a teens room because we have a little bit more money. Yeah, these parents really love their kids. They're like I said, the most selfless parents I know. They're like, you know what? I don't need a bedroom, but you do. I like it. The kid can have a desk. Maybe the kid could even have like, not to get too ahead of myself here, but we might be able to have a computer for the kid. I'm just saying. I didn't paint the walls yet. Let me do that. Wait. Okay. Oh, there's no dresser. We'll get a mirror instead. We don't need a dresser. That's fine. We got mirrors. That's what mirrors are for. Serves the same purpose. Same functionality, just cheaper. So, listen, I feel like in the grand scheme of things, the computer is more worth it for your sim. And I'm trying to save my sim as much money as possible. So maybe she likes soccer a lot. Are there there's like no skill building items we could get that are cheap. Or maybe, wait, what about instead of that, we have a bookshelf for her? We don't need storage though. I know one thing, and it's that I don't need any storage because that's for losers. So I think a poster we can afford. Oh God. Okay, there's cheap. Oh, see, we're fine. Oh my God, this is what I was talking about. That one's 26. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. We got 1 simoleon left. We did it. That worked out really well. I'm kind of proud of that one. Why do these kids have such nice rooms compared to their parents? All right, last room. Last but not least. We'll do the outside too, of course, but we don't have, we'll get there when we get there. Last but not least, the final kids' room. Why do they have so much money for their room? Oh, whatever. Whatever. 4,715 for the last kid's room. This kid is so spoiled. Oh, I didn't give myself money yet. I just started trying to build with 1 simoleon. They love, this is the toddler's room. Yeah, the toddler's room is gonna be worth so much money. How is this fair? Okay, I was gonna put the roof, a similar thing to the back. I was gonna do it like this, just so that there's some more interest in the house. Why does this toddler have such a nice room? Oh, there could be twins. We could do 2. That's a good idea, actually. That gives us more of a reason to have like the biggest bedroom for these 2. Imagine we give them like both these beds. They've got these like 4 poster beds for these toddlers. Wait. Yeah, I mean, we have to. It's only fair. The toddlers are getting 4 poster beds, apparently. That's fine. Everything's fine. This is perfect. They can have the really expensive dollhouse. That makes sense. Okay, they'll have a 1,500 simoleon dollhouse. Because that obviously isn't weird at all. I know lots of children with 1,500 simoleon dollhouses. What, do you not have a $1,500 dollhouse as a child? I think your parents don't love you. I've got a $10,000 dollhouse, actually. It's like how those really rich celebrities, they give their kids like specially made custom playhouses and stuff. Honestly, I'm not here to judge. Their kids are living their best lives. I'm just jealous. I might do that. That's nice. I don't think we can fit a dresser in this room either, but that's not my problem. So maybe I'll make this smaller. Okay, that could work. You can always put the tiny living dresser in between their beds. Like that might not be a bad idea. Yeah, no, that's smart. It kind of matches like the color scheme too. I like to put this in bedrooms I'm making for my Sims kids because I feel like it makes sense. And then maybe we could have, like you guys said, the actual blocks for them because they need to play or they need to get their skills up, I mean. I guess we could afford like the 1 tablet. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't really like how this toy box looks, but I like the functionality of the toy box, which is upsetting because what am I supposed to, I have to like pick between them. And now I have so much money left over. Oh, the bookcase. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, honestly, we could stick like the toys on the floor like they've been playing with them. The duck, they could have a cat. These kids are making a real mess. Oh, there we go. We can put it away. We can store it. Maybe another duck can go up there. Never mind. That's perfectly fine. That looks great. Maybe I'll get rid of that one so that I can buy a lamp. How much do lamps cost? Oh, yes, I can buy a lamp. Okay. And the room doesn't even seem like that expensive. Like the room seems fine. I wouldn't look at this and think it was like some rich kid's bedroom. Okay, so let's spin now for, I guess, the entire exterior. I think it might be fair if we make the budget a little bit higher for the exterior, right? Instead of 200, make it 1,000, because then we can actually afford to put some stuff. As of right now, 86% of people have voted for a slightly higher minimum budget. So, all right, ready, set, are you kidding me? All right, well, never mind. It doesn't matter anyway, because we got 9,000. Oh, that's actually good. We won't cheat for landscaping. We'll use actual paid landscaping. We don't need to use debug. We're fine. I don't know if we can get a pool. I don't know if we can afford a pool, though. All right, money 91.78. Okay, well, let's just get started then, shall we? We can afford like little patios and stuff. We're like made of money or something. Yeah, these selfless parents with the 125 simoleon bed, and they've got this nice. Honestly, it's a nice house. Like it's a pretty decent, genuinely pretty decent house. I feel bad for the parents. My expectations are very low. Yeah, roofs are free. I don't know why. I'm not complaining though. Chimney? Oh, we could maybe put a chimney. There isn't really like a super good spot for one. Like I usually would have it centered. We could have one that's like not centered. It could be like that, which I'm not necessarily a huge fan of. We don't even have a fireplace, so I don't know. We can figure it out though. Maybe we would do that later on. Honestly, we could even get like a fenced in backyard. Oh, here's what we need to make sure we have is a trash can before I get too ahead of myself. Let's grab some trash. Let me just grab some trash quickly. This turned out to be just like every single one of my builds. I think that makes a little bit of sense though, because you know, when in times of stress, we turn to what comforts us. So, you know, it looks just like all of my other things, but are we surprised? I don't think so. I was thinking about putting like maybe brick on the bottom floor and then a different, like maybe like a paneling on the top floor. We have to put a room so I can fix the rest of this. But I think that would make sense. The fact that we have money to spend on the outside of the house is gonna make this whole house look so good when we're done. It has the potential to be super ugly, but instead it's gonna look really nice because we are rich. I say rich, we have 9,000 simoleons. Like that's not that much money, but the fact that we have some money is much better than no money, which is what we had for a lot of the rooms inside. I wanted to do maybe like a bright color paneling. Honestly, the yellow is a little bit extreme. Honestly, I'd do the orange. I'm not opposed to that. I kind of like the orange. Something about it sort of speaks to me. It's pumpkin suburban, you know? Okay, God, this color scheme is terrible. All right, I mean, it's great and I love it. It looks really good. It's my favorite build I've ever done. It looks super good and I love it. I don't know how to like judge how much money I actually have to spend on this landscaping, which is part of the problem. I think we kind of have the ability to go like a little bit all out. Oh, maybe we could use orange plants. Ooh. We could put like some orange flowers around, tie it all together, you know? Yeah, that looks good. Actually, I think it does look good. I kind of like it. I think it's pretty. Okay, subtle. It's nice. It's cozy. There's a mailbox that will go right there. This honestly is working out really well. We can get some trees. The orange is so bad. Okay, we'll get some trees. Just ignore. Oh, we can. It's fall. It's fall. Oh my God, it's fall. Look, it's fall. Oh, I'm telling you right now, pumpkin spice and stuff. Speaking of which, I'm literally burning a fall candle. I'm burning pumpkin apple by Bath and Body Works right now next to me. As far as I'm concerned, it's fall. We could put like some debug pumpkins outside. I don't know. This is my first autumnal build of the season. I want sweaters and cold. I'm not gonna get that, am I? Do you know what? Here's a confession. I have never had a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks ever in my life, which I feel like is horrifying to some people, but I don't really drink coffee. So like I've never had one, but some people like live for them, you know, and they like probably couldn't fathom like, what do you mean, you know? But I've just never had one. That's my confession to you. Which one do I use? That's not the right color. That's not the right color either. That one's fine. I don't know. Just get it over with. I don't think we can afford a grill. And this can go back there. The lighting is so bad. It's so upsetting. We might have have enough money for monkey bars. I don't want to get my hopes up too high. I mean, it makes sense. The parents are yet again in an act of selflessness have decided to, instead of buying anything for their backyard, they have purchased their children some monkey bars. I respect that. That makes sense. Oh God, we don't have any money left. Oh no. Okay, never mind. Landscaping's expensive when you aren't cheating for it. Never mind, we have 70 simoleons. There will be no monkey bars. Well, we can make it slightly smaller. I can put that like right there, and we could scrounge up an extra like 40. We could probably like open this, and instead of having a gate, we just have it open like that. How much does the swing set cost? $340. I could probably scrounge up that much money. I mean, I just gotta sell one of these plants. These orange plants are so expensive. Autumn is here in the form of my swing set. I like it. No, I'm not gonna. I'll maybe make it. No, I don't like that. Just make it black. It didn't look good. Just, you don't need to do anything weird, Kayla. You don't need to make it that weird, okay? It can be a little bit weird, but it doesn't need to be that weird. 120 for the toddler pool. I don't know if we can like super afford that. I guess we could. No, I think the landscaping, I guess we could get rid of that one because it's kind of small and hidden. And then we could buy something for the toddler. Oh, that's smart. Oh, I like that. Oh. Wait, that's cute. And then we have like 200 more simoleons. We could buy like, these are only 35 for the planters. We could get a couple planters. I guess these are debug planters, but that's okay. I could buy like 3 of them. Kind of fills up the space a little bit. And then we have to, oh, the pumpkins. I don't know if the pumpkins are free or not, so we'll do that now. Okay. We'll use debug for the pumpkins. They are 0. All right, good. We can have as many pumpkins as we want. This is perfect. I'm so happy. Look at my little pumpkin. Oh, they like fall. These people like fall. If I know one thing about them, it's they like fall. I like that. That's nice. Maybe we could have some back here too. We're really just doing so much for no reason. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Even just a couple is like totally fine with me. I wonder what other things we could afford. The grills are all too expensive. As far as outdoor decorations go, like a lot of this stuff's pretty expensive. Even like benches are too expensive. How much do the rocking chair? That's actually kind of smart. How much is the rocking chair? 120. Oh, we could have one. Maybe on the front porch. Honestly, wait. That's pretty cute. I think that's worth it. All right, team. I think we might have done something here with this. The bike's a fun idea, but I feel like I like the rocking chair better. I did not expect the house to turn out decent in any way. I really thought it was gonna be so ugly, so I personally am really impressed. There's nothing that matches. I don't like the brown either, but I understand that you like the brown better, so whatever. Fine. Fine, you can have it. 120. Never mind. We cannot afford anything else. What if we tried to get like some terrain paint back here? If we like spice it up a little bit? Even if it went to just to the front of the house like that, I feel like that helps. Why does it jump up? Well, maybe we could just stick it like against the tree. That's so cute. Okay. Oh, we could get cheaper stairs. How much? 64? 12? Okay. Oh. We're slowly scrounging up some money. Honestly, it turned out pretty good, all things considered. You know what else? I like the dining room. Like this rug with these chairs, I think looks really good. I would like to have more money to decorate the dining room, but we just didn't have enough money left to decorate the dining room, so we couldn't. But honestly, I think we did a good job. Not bad, team.